Search 1930. I'm going to guess here because I can't remember. 1938, and search Madison Square Garden because they're doing a Madison Square Garden rally, appropriately named, for Donald Trump. Search that up and look at the pictures, and you tell me what you say, my friend.
Jake, can I interject two things? Just two things. One thing that I want to say is that your dad's right, and so Trump had referenced in the past speeches about eager, so definitely away from it because it is definitely going to try to in 2025. And another thing that I wanted to bring up just to ignorant, unintelligent MAGA, how did you feel with the abandoned support of Coachella?
Oh, I loved it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I know what you do.
Let's come into them. I thought it was.
But you MAGAs never want to talk about that, though. You never want to talk about the facts. They think it's a conspiracy from California. So what? It's so crazy. You know what?
That's what they're spending. He doesn't give a shit.
Are you there? Are you voting for Trump?
Just one thing, and then go ahead. A lot of about immigration law to their defense. This still
My bad.
as the ticket for speeding. So it's life. You are at the same level of criminality as illegal immigrants. Correct. Good job, James. This guy goes, it's still speeding, moron. Your dad let pick up that fucker down on Lincoln.
I wanted to say something real quick. Mike, I did not know this happened, and I took a whole college course on insurance and this was every single time. So this really is crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah. If you know, so H is broken. Mustache Boy's book is on nightstand according to his wife. And so he was given some of his speeches by Mr. H. His wife. So, and this is what he said about this. He said he did a lot of great things for Germany.
I heard that part. I have
said, one of my years has been studied extensively. Pre-World War II, post-World War II, and World War II. I literally studied basically. Germany to do the things that they did right now. This is right now. This is what those people to be worse. Are so understand that we can. I'm going to give you an example. These maggots in my country are so but here's the thing. So, that's way before things. because I want people to friends overseas. I was able to go as cool as that from Canada, that from Germany. We were like that.
Oh, another nigga eating dick. He wanted to show he know how to read.
Stuff like this. So how did you
No, we not, bitch. Shut your whole ass up, man. You talk too much. I'm about to mute his bitch ass. He talk too fucking much. Yeah, he about to be muted. Fuck him. Come on, now let dick eat. And we on your team, nigga. Now look who threw the game went losing turnover. Look who did that. Look who did that. Fuck, all that dick eating. Hey, go about your business, little brother. No, nobody not dicked out on playing with you, son. Nobody not dicked out on playing with you, son. Nobody asking to fucking play with you. Go about your business, bro. Damn, drop your nuts, nigga. Throw some fucking nuts.
something up about Ukraine real quick because all these people don't seem to understand. Ukraine is not a member of NATO. I got that. We agree with that. Everybody's like, well, let me explain to you what we did. Okay, so the Soviet Union fell in 1989. We said, hey, Ukraine, that's not a good thing. We don't want you to have these nuclear weapons because we think you could sell them, you can do all these things with them, but we really want to keep nuclear weapons in the hands of a few people. Okay? So what we did is we promised the Ukrainian government, I can't remember the name of the court, I think it was called the Bratislava Accords, but I can't remember the name, okay? So we promised Ukraine, okay, if you give up your nuclear weapons to Russia or to us, if Russia or somebody tries to invade you and take you over, we will come and help you. That is the word of the American government. We promise we're going to come help you, right?
We would want that. We were in war. They don't feel like we don't want aid from other countries.
No, the conservatives, no, they don't like it because they idolize Russia. These morons of the maggots, stupid rallies, they say how they want to, how they feel like it is. There's the same shit out there. Yes, they're going to invest in this dictator who's a former KGB colonel. We're going to like 10 over a Democrat. It's the stupidest shit up. And I want to make sure everyone understands that. They're not in NATO, of course, and I'm not making fun of you, whoever was it, Mr. Ryan, whoever. I'm not making fun of you. I keep bringing it up to ridicule you, but I want to bring up the fact that these are tours. These are tours were really important because we promised we would defend them. If America goes back on its words, like we did under Donald Trump for the Kurds, like I knew soldiers who were friends of mine who were crying because they had to leave the Kurds to die stuff like that. And so we backed out of all the shit that we promised when Trump was under there. That's what we're a laughing stock. We need to make America's word matter. I mean, when we promised Ukraine we would help them, we need to follow through with that. And if that means giving them money rather than putting boots on the ground, I'm totally cool with that.
Right, well, just Nick needs to come up because he's got so much to say in the comments. I was gonna say though, I was gonna add this. I talked about this with my dad the other day. One point that Jordy Clepper made, I love Jordy Clepper, it's hilarious, where he said, when was America great? Because we're saying make America great again. When was it? That is now. When I watched the video of that shit, it was like Republicans going, yeah, in the 1800s when it was founded, and they were like, oh, so except for the slavery stuff and the fact that women couldn't vote and all that stuff, like, yeah, except the slavery stuff. Much and stuff, and the fact that he really did a rally and said if he loses it was fault. And then not even all of the racism that he showed towards the black community. I mean, I'm sure respect could kind of speak to that. Like saying that America's a pretty great country, don't you guys think, compared to other places? No. No? You don't think so? No. We're one of the lowest westernized countries for healthcare, for education, for life, for freedom for freedom. Like our freedom is not really. We also have one of the highest maternal death rates among other countries.
There are 122 nations in the UN. We are nowhere near just the only one that has freedom. Guess who else has freedom? Australia, Liechtenstein, Belgium, Holland, Great Britain, Ireland, Scotland, France, Spain, Italy. I mean, we can do this all night, but you get my point. We are not the greatest free-only country in the world. Most of you guys should realize we based our government on ancient Greek democracy, by the way. I know they hate to hear that. But we also based it partly on French philosophers who ultimately led to the revolution. You know that we would all be speaking English between this time if it went for the French, right? And they mock the French on a regular basis. But if it was for 6,000 French Marines that came over and saved our ass, we probably would have won this Revolutionary War. So my point is to sit there and think that we just sprung out of anywhere and just did all these great things and that Jesus was an American and all this other stupid shit they say. It's ignorant. It's we rely on other nations.
Yeah, I saw what you was trying to do, brother. I saw you. Good shit.
That we have to. Every time we try our socialist policies, it doesn't work. And even the founding fathers realized that. They quickly started to move into things that
Well, but now this finna go.
because we can't be
Easy. Easy. Good shit, John.
everybody's I mean, every single conflict we can't go in. And when, for perfect example, in Lebanon,
You let his ass get that other layup on me, not this time.
the Israelis bombed the Irish.
Exactly. We know how this finna go.
So they can witness war crimes. So should we intervene at that point? Well, I think we should have part of the UN. But we have the biggest way to intervene in international politics with our influence. I can guarantee you, we could go today and say, hey, Israel, if you don't stop this shit, I'm going to push as many members of Congress as I can to vote against appropriations for that $8 billion that you think you need to survive. $8 billion, and we're going to try to stop that. Because when the conservatives want to stop aid to Ukraine because they want to supposedly help Americans.
Not again. Told you that won't happen again. That dumbass shit. Shoot it again. He'll let you get it. That shit.
I also wanted to say, because of course Stickney has more comments where he says that they prefer to not have running water, heat, and food. Why would you vote for the candidate that wants to shut down the EPA, which literally is huge in
Well,
drinking water?
yeah, he too soft. He all bones.
Cancer happens for 2 years.
Y'all bones. Fuck.
Saying that we would have clean water, cleaner food. When Trump literally wants to take away the EPA and he wants to get
That little pro hop got me.
about what to put in our he's changed that in his term that allows them to put way more toxic things in our food that are outlawed in plenty of other countries. So Trump's an idiot.
Throw it up, Brody. Throw it up. Throw it up. Throw it up. You good? Damn, you throw it up after I left the lane. Fuck. Whoa, don't dribble though. Don't take 10 seconds to figure out what you're gonna do, bro.
So if you have the education to understand what's going on, then you're just another magnet. So you'll just blindly follow whatever he wants to. So all these EPA rules and everything, you won't understand that. Just walk through to be able to read. You can read the Bible.
We kill them to look it up in school.
Yes.
Yes, and the
That spelled it like that.
I'm gonna invite Micah back. Is this? I don't even know why I did this.
Like,
Is Danielle a Trump supporter? I didn't know. I don't know if she's. Yeah.
Hey, I'm like most of the maggots. I've got a job I gotta get to in the morning. I'm gonna go to sleep. So I enjoyed talking with you.
No, Mike, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but my husband is in the Navy. Like, you're in the military and stuff, so.
Yeah, the Navy's kind of like the military. They just have a lot more military songs. I'm kidding. Come on, kidding. You know that, right?
Hey, why are the worst with submarines? That's pretty fucking,
I can't even fit in a submarine, so bravo to him.
he still was Village People songs, trust me.
They have to.
Hey,
It's a requirement.
I make jokes with those kind of songs about him all the time, so it's okay.
Yeah, and so whenever the Navy says anchors are way to like sailors, so no worries. But yeah, no, I just give her shit. Into the Navy, so we can sail the seas in the Navy.
About some jointed club.
I know you were. I heard you. I heard you like a background singer. We're good.
God.
All right, listen, good night, people. Yo, let's keep the fight up, man. I mean, there's more of us than those maggots like to know. We're just not as loud as them, and that's what I like to change. Because when you're 6'4", bald, tattooed, you get to be loud, and people just need to put it the fuck up with us. Here to make for it. Here to figure shit out. But anyway, hey, listen. Good night.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop down as well. Thank you for driving me up. Love you, bye. Jake, stop outing me on this live.
I didn't say anything specific, okay?
Hey, Danielle, I'm curious as to why you're running for Trump. So I actually was a Democrat before he when he first
2016.
2016 was that? Okay, so I was running for Democrat the whole time, and then for some reason when he came about, I was just like, okay, I'm just kind of liked him. I don't know. I can't tell you honestly. When I first started to vote for him, the first time he ran for president, I can't tell you really why. There's something about him I really like. So I have a question. I was young when my first time voted. I was 18 years old. Okay. I didn't really know what I was doing. I kind of was like just going for it, right? 4 years later, I still liked him. I don't know. There were just things at the Democratic side that was going on. And him not raping a woman, was that not like a... Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Like, how did that, is that a deciding factor for you at all? Somebody that was held civilly liable for raping a woman? Who did he rape?
Get the fuck out of here.
He was found civilly liable in a hand-picked jury. So him and Eugene's team both picked members of the jury equally, or equal amount of members, and all jurors, all night, they found him civilly liable. And he had to pay her like $1 million. I could believe that. I can't believe that. There are so many people that are coming out with people that are being raped and not being raped. But you're validating that you need to not believe this at this point.
At this point, you can believe because he was found guilty.
Yeah, he was found civilly liable. If he was found guilty, he'd be in prison. What do you mean? No. So no. And I'll explain the reason why. So the way that it happened, that in I guess how it was like way back before the 2000s. In New York City, that was actually not considered great. Nowadays, it would be considered great. And even then, so no, not all people that great people go to prison, right? They can settle. So and that's what he did. He settled, and that's why his hope's so reliable. He settled over 82 million. He was also held a felony 34 counts, 34 counts of felonies, and he convicted he gave falsified appraisals to kind of increase the value of his properties, and they were all fake. So he's faced
That's not going in.
On Sarah's point, though, the reason why is also I like to say great because I don't want to get banned, but certain states don't like sexual assault. They consider it like it has to be like a penile insertion. It's considered rape, but in other states, it's a finger and penile insertion or anything of the essence of consent. So some states define it differently. Therefore, whenever the case was held, the term was changed as long as they understand the context of there's a different definition that there is in Kansas. Different, if that makes sense. Yeah, unfortunately, rape is not just black and white. Yeah. It's not universally charged the same way.
They made the AI Miss Aaliyah? Are you serious?
But you can also, you can look up the case documents, and I always encourage you, don't just go off of what they're saying. Literally, it takes, not even 2 minutes to Google and find the actual...
He was too ready to shoot him. Tell him calm down.
Go ahead and rate them. So, 11 out of 11.
Stop me from doing it.
Guilty on 11 out of 11 charges for checks paid for legal services. And guilty out of 12 out of 12 charges, ledger entries for legal expenses.
You was waiting on me to jump?
That's really a waste of time. But that's not the New York State.
There it is. Knocked down. Fuck.
Is that something you will always believe? It's
Too ready to shoot the ball. Take your son and come play a big man game. Oh, this man shooting contested job 3 points. They're gonna make it. Don't, please, bro. My boy got nuts.
You can search this up on the internet and find the court, where it happened, you can watch the videos, you can see the charges, all this is public information. So if I want to commit a felony...
Fuck no, you stupid out your head. Wrong person. My nigga is persistent on shooting threes. Good shot, boy. Get the fuck out of here. And it's 3 against 2, so y'all better tighten up. It's so fashion. Oh, yes, let's go.
Yeah, she's very full of friends. I'd probably be dating her. She wasn't like
That is easy.
It's not just weird though. It's like
That nigga jumped, made his man up on the ground.
You said that you're married? Okay. Would you stay with your husband if you said you wanted to date a 10-year-old kid? Well, of course not. No. Okay.
Bro, that's too contested, thing. What are you doing? Come on, Gleazer, bro. You clicking now, son.
Or something.
Yeah.
My nigga clicking and missing.
Also, I was asking this. Sometimes, like, people say things.
My nigga, you not gonna rip me. I hear you. Like I said, you're ripping shit.
Excuse somebody just made.
Your husband's in the military. We can also talk about the fact that when we talk about military personnel, Donald Trump, and so if you're conservative, you know who John McCain is. So John McCain was a war veteran, and he was well known, and I'm not conservative, but I respect the man. He passed away. He had a good relationship with Obama. Trump made fun of him and said he wasn't a real veteran because he was captured, and he doesn't like his veterans captured. He also called veterans suckers and losers outside of a fucking war cemetery in front of one of the colonels and one of his generals. The general had headaches. His general even said it on tape that was said, and he documented it. So, if you are genuinely, I believe you, that you care a lot about your husband, you care about the benefits it's going to provide, I would not think that you would want to vote for someone who calls your husband a sucker and a loser.
No, the sucker loser thing is not correct. If you actually watch the whole video, that is not what happened. Because I heard the same thing. I watched the whole video, and that's not what happened.
Wait, hang on one second. These people are really saying it's odd to say, but him saying he did a 10-year-old in 10 years would make him 20. So how's that messed?
Yeah, let me put that into perspective. So he's 78 right now. So Danielle, he said that comment when he was 70 years old, which is also implying that he would then be dating a 20-year-old as an 80-year-old man, while he's also married. Just very, very weird things, and I don't know that that's something that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and read the comment. So President Donald Trump canceled a visit to the Ain Marty American Cemetery near Paris in 2018. He blamed the rain for the last-minute decision, saying that, quote, the helicopter couldn't fly and that the Secret Service wouldn't drive him there, but neither claim was true. In fact, Trump rejected the idea of the visit because he feared his hair would become disheveled in the rain, and because he did not believe it is important to honor American-born dead, according to 4 people with first-hand knowledge of the discussion that day. In a conversation with senior staff members on the morning of the scheduled visit, Trump said, quote, why should I go to that cemetery? It's filled with losers. In a separate conversation on the same trip, Trump referred to more than 1,800 Marines who lost their lives at Belleau as suckers for getting killed. And also the members of his cabinet that he had said this to came out and said that this was a true statement that he said. This. Kelly, it also came from the 2 people that he actually fired. Also, so why do you think there was a lot of people that he fired, Danielle? Why would he fire so many of these people? He fired them, and then that's when it came out. What do you mean? Well, no. He fired them, and that's when that stuff came out. No, after January 6th, a lot of them came out and said things against Trump because Trump was very much in the wrong on January 6th. And he didn't like that they came out against him, and he fired them for that reason, which is still not okay. And even then, let's say that he did fire. Maybe they were really bad people in his cabinet, right? Why was it like 80% of them? Is Trump fired or majority? So Trump just not good at picking people to represent in his cabinet? Is that what it is? Like he's just not good at making decisions for people because he has to basically replace everybody this term, or is it the people, right? Because it couldn't be Trump. It's got to be the other 80%, right? Like there's no way it's the one. It's got to be can't be the common denominator in that sense, right? It's got to be everybody else.
I have no clue at this point. I think we're screwed. No, I'm just kidding. I really enjoy talking to you girls because you guys are really proving your points. Thank you very much. Keep going. I just want to let you know that I'm having a really
good conversation. She just said girls, bro.
No, also I would look into if you have time, just if you have time. This isn't even really what's political, but it's not necessarily towards Kamala Harris. But if you know who Jon Stewart is, I want you to go and try to investigate a little bit about him. He is a Democrat, and he actually helped pass a bill for 9/11 victims in New York City that conservatives in New York wouldn't pass the bill. And he had a lot of 9/11 victims that were fighting for their rights. Some of them were even dying of cancer to get on the stand. And even though they were so sick, they were fighting for that right. So I just want you to be a little bit more open to understanding Kamala Harris' point of view instead of Trump, because Kamala Harris has no record of sexually assaulting people or no record of calling veterans suckers and losers. She was a district attorney. Like, she was a federal prosecutor. She's educated. She knows what she's talking about. And you may have your disagreements with her, which I completely understand, or maybe just misconceptions. But if you ever, like, have any questions or, like, need anything, I will send you sources from both sides. I can do that, too. Or middle ground. I can send you, like, a poster. That's like, where each news article falls in line. But
I have that too. That's a good resource just to be able to know, like, because that's something I never even thought of. Is like, well, where am I actually getting information and how to know like where it's biased towards. And Maddie and I probably end up having the same one, but yeah, I would definitely look at that when she sends it to you. And also like, I'll definitely direct you towards like just looking at some of the things that Kamala Harris proposes.
girl, also, what the fuck? Girl, yeah, so curly. Because every single time I do that shit to mine, it don't stick.
Girl, I bought this thing on, it was during COVID time, and I had COVID. I was stuck in the house for 2 weeks. It's this really little curling iron thingy. It's really little, and it, like, curls your hair super small, and once it, like, curls it small, wait, like, an hour, and then kind of, like, brush it out, and it stays that small.
I want to carry Bradshaw hair so bad.
That's what it is. It's exactly what it is.
Oh, it's definitely so pretty.
I love that.
I'm obsessed. But anyways, hey,
So thank you for letting me be on here, like knowing that I obviously go for Trump. But you guys, thank you for being very welcoming. Can you send me the information that you said you have? Because I've always been looking to look into things. I'm not the kind of person that is like,
I just want to say
No.
I will not be sending any sources because I want to say that I will not be sending any sources because I'm lazy and I will forget in 5 minutes. And
I know, that's why I'm sitting here. It's like, let me do it now before I forget. Yeah, I'm gonna send it. I'll send it to you. But it'll probably be like tomorrow at like 4 in the morning or something. Yeah. No, that's fine. But like I said, I'm always open to hearing like other sides and stuff. I'm not the kind of person that is like gonna hate other people for certain things, and I can see that.
Uh-oh.
I don't have any to send. It's funny. I have so many sources to send, dude. All I do every day is read sources.
My mama told me not to talk to strangers.
But spell it wrong.
So,
Anyways, yeah.
There you go, Dickie.
I'm sorry, I don't know your
Well,
Okay. It was really nice talking to you guys. Because sometimes I just don't know, like, what's going on, and sometimes you get a lot of hate, and sometimes you guys were really welcoming, and you're like, hey, like, this is the information that we have is, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you just need me for anything else that I'm looking for. You guys were like, okay, well, we appreciate you.
yeah, as long as somebody
Sometimes.
as long as somebody comes up here and is respectful, and even if they have a different opinion, we don't care. We can hear from it. But if people are gonna be rude and stuff like,
I'm never rude. I'm never like, are you in here? Whatever that second guy was. Just.
Yeah, we're talking about it.
I've had this guy do something. He's doing something to me with the outfit.
Maddie,
So cruel. Men look good. Suits are nice. To come up here so bad because he's been studying these comments for like damn forever. Have you requested an update? Who?
like that sounds like some.
Oh my god, dude, Gavin Newsom. No matter what size you're on, you gotta say the man.
Is my serious?
Is a good-looking guy. Okay, like listen, I just want to something here. I'm not a conservative. I'm trying.
over.
I used to
That
take a
ain't not
picture of
calling
it.
nothing.
I'm not a conservative.
There's someone at least you didn't say like.
I live in the city.
Everyone hates her. Hear me out. Hear me out. Don't hate me for this, because the guy with Madison Cawthorn is kind of hot. The guy, the conservative guy, is kind of hot. Not
Dude,
gonna
I'm gonna text you more from now on and just make fun of him.
Madison Cawthorn, I know he got in trouble for doing some weird shit. I don't know exactly what he was in trouble for, but he's a good-looking guy, you know.
I'm gonna
Good shit.
He can be good-looking, but it doesn't mean he's smart. That's for every man, though. That's any
Fuck.
hey, politics.
see. I'm gonna just snap you random pictures of random politicians and make you rate them.
So for real, though, because I would. I so would. So you can make a TikTok video of, like, you rating. Even my father will still say,
It's fun.
you didn't see, but you want
She's on my side. So.
you know, it was Kennedy. He was young. Okay, he's still pretty good looking for an older guy, I have to say. And then
Biden when he was young.
Justin Trudeau.
Dude, he's got Georgia. I voted for him. Like,
Just hot. Raphael Warnock.
we got some good ones down here.
Danny Vance is like.
Only the
No.
only example, Jade Vance. Except is Bowen Yang on SNL. That's it.
Dude, if Dad got to watch for president, I would so vote for him.
They made me miss that shit.
Conservative politicians hot, and nothing's happening. Yeah, Mitt Romney. Ooh, who's that? Oh, that's gross. What's that guy's name? Sorry, the Prime Minister of India, or not India, Britain. He's okay with it. His name is, oh my gosh. What was his name? Damn it. Oh, Rishi Sunak. Kaylee, she was Trump's. She was pretty. I gotta give her some. Candace Owens is beautiful, but she's an idiot. This is really pretty. She's pretty.
But recently, but why do you think she's done?
She's not my hair. She's huge Trumpy. woman too. But I've seen like a few of her videos that have made me like in before I like looked into her, and I was like, oh, she's definitely different. That's definitely something. She's like she's just scared. She's just keeping up with them. She's like, I can't stand her. This is stupid. She's very intelligent. She was a person. Shapiro. They won't debate people that are students. It's like trying to turn in the fields of college, but you're never going to get they just talk really fast, and then they switch and pivot. So, like, a lot of times, Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, they do this talk. I was thinking of a different person.
Who's the one dude? Who's the one dude that did the Change My Mind?
Charlie.
No, that's not Charlie.
No, Crowder and Chowder.
Yeah, Crowder.
Crowder and Chowder. It's like the what is a woman thing, and I think Neil deGrasse Tyson did it best when he was.
New fine technology taught her remover tape.
Alright, so first and goals. A lot of y'all that did that, I'm finna address it from my perspective. Y'all, they out there, every time I'm part-time, I'll ask. Yes, she'll start to smoke a cigarette. I'll be like, okay, that's what she wants to smoke a cigarette, so let's smoke a cigarette. Then afterwards, she'll be like, oh, I gotta get the kids together. And let's talk about how we did everything. She ain't edited no video. She ain't paid for the thumbnail. Please, pull her out. I edited that video. She started sitting talking about she was on her. I posted that video. We had none of the food. I know. The food she bought, you did not eat. It's still there. It's still in the trash. We didn't want it, girl. We didn't want it. She's trying to make it seem so bad. All this $49 stuff too. You trying to help her? No, bro. I ain't talking about heart. I think that like a heart like that. Just can't do it. I'm talking about heart like this. You know what's supposed to do what I did with you, bro. Why you out edit your videos? post it for it to get a thumbnail. Like, come on now. And she didn't even want to follow her own video on TikTok.
Kind of like whenever that statement was released by those three-letter agency people, the 51 people that signed that statement 2 days before the debate in 2020, saying that that information that was released from that device that was owned by Biden's son was Russian disinformation, like that.
As far as I know about the Russian misinformation, it was settled in the war fightings, right? It was.
No, I'm talking about the emails that were released from that device that was owned by Biden's son. And
Damn, you want to get time to get down the court? You just chumping that bitch up, thug. If Senna making that many threes, I don't like it. Easy.
It was only
Oh no.
for 24 hours. 4 hours, and I disagree with it, but it was only 24 hours as opposed to these other lives.
No, you're telling us that you're okay with the government having a disinformation governance board and telling people what is misinformation, what is disinformation, and holding people civilly or criminally liable for saying things that are supposedly misinformation or disinformation on social media.
No, misinformation, no, because misinformation, how do you see misinformation? I think the whole thing about him saying there's good people on both sides, that qualifies as misinformation because it could be, it's an interpretation of something he said that.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna debunk this too while you're here, okay? Because you're being spoon-fed propaganda, so you need to wake up, okay? So I'm gonna let you listen to Donald Trump's own words when he said this, so you can see that he made it very clear that he was not speaking about white supremacists or neo-Nazis.
I don't care about that clip. I mean, play if you want, but that's what I'm saying.
Make sure you wait until.
I'm about to get very transparent, you guys. I really don't care what anyone says. I have lost literally 5 people in my family in the past 4 years. And hopped in the gym, got on the treadmill, 10 minutes, got on the stairmaster, and going my little dance here. Stay up and get one. Thank you for coming up.
Guys, this is
Via what?
fun as fuck.
Working with randoms just not working tonight.
And you know they about to attack it. That's all you gotta do.